Ladies, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my gold standard products for the eyes and lips. I'm going to share with you high-end products that I use to judge all of my makeup on, and the affordable sister product that is my replacement for that high-end. If you didn't catch my other video, I just uploaded the other day, the face, going over all the gold standard products that I use as far as foundation, concealer, and their sister products. I also talk about blush, and I have some beautiful ones to share with you. So if you didn't catch that video, you'll definitely want to do that. Let's start off with the eyes first. My gold standard mascara is the Thrive Mascara. This is incredible. My friend gifted this to me several years ago, and after that I repurchased several times, but this is a tubing mascara that just lasts. I never get any smudging, any mess. So if I know I'm going somewhere and I cannot afford for my eye makeup not to be on point, then I use this mascara. And it's so easy to wash off. I've tried lots of tubing mascaras, and some of them are very difficult to remove. You're supposed to be able to remove them very easily with water, and you can with the Thrive. It comes off so easily for me. But others that I've tried are a little more challenging. Now, the sister product I'm going to share with you is not a tubing mascara. It's a regular mascara, but I love the lift that it gives to my lashes, and that's the e.l.f. Incredicurl. This is a new mascara that's been out only a few months, and I just love the curl and the lift that it gives my lashes. So when I'm judging gold standard, these are the two that I'm using. When I think of eyeliner, the one that I judge all other eyeliners by is the Urban Decay 24/7. Why? Because this liner is water, sweat, transfer, and smudge resistant. Now, right now, I have that here. The top liner is the Urban Decay. Underneath is the affordable liner that I love, and it's been sitting there for a little while. I'm going to rub over both of them, and you see that neither one of them budge a bit. And that's what I'm looking for. When I put eyeliner on, I want to be able to smudge it at first. I usually go in with a smudge brush or some kind of tool to smudge out the line, and then I want it to stay the rest of the day and not move. So the one that I love for the more affordable version is the Revlon Color Stay. Now, I chose different colors today. I had these in my makeup room, but this one on this side for the Urban Decay is the shade Smoke, and this is one that has a really gorgeous smoky violet to it. It's called Black Violet. It's a very unique shade. I've mentioned it before in videos, but these Revlon Color Stay liners are incredible. They're so affordable. I don't have any mess during the day. When I go to take off my makeup at night, I am a person that has it on from morning till maybe 10 at night. My eyes still look the same, and that's pretty incredible. So when I'm judging eye pencils, these are the two that I use. Now let's get into one of my favorite products, eyeshadow. Several years ago when Charlotte Tilbury came out with her Pillow Talk, I just fell in love because I love this shade, and there just weren't many shades like this out at that time. Now there are so many more. I liked her formula. It was just easy for me to work with. Easy to get this beautiful eye look. This quickly became a benchmark that I used for judging other eyeshadows, and most of them could not come close. But one did come close recently. Not only close, surpassed them. And that's the Morphe. This is incredible eyeshadow. I went out and bought this myself, and the minute I started wearing these, you all started complimenting my eye looks. And even my husband noticed. He said, "What have you done with your eyes? That shadow is beautiful." So Morphe has like made my love of eyeshadows go off the chain. I've always loved doing my eyes, but this has made it so fun. Now, these are not shade dupes. You'll notice that the Charlotte Tilbury is a little more peachy pink, where this is a little more mauvey. This palette is called Rose Frequency, and I love the packaging even more than Charlotte's. I have to say, this is incredible. And look at how many shadows you get. And this is less than half the price. So I love these shadows. They feel like her shadows. They blend really well. You get so many choices here of mattes and shimmers, and I just think they're incredible. I think Charlotte was a trailblazer, and I really give her credit for coming out with a more unique shade of shadow that wasn't available at that time. But I have to say, Morphe has set a whole new benchmark. By the way, I wanted to share with you, I mentioned it in another video, this is the palette that you all complimented me on from Morphe. I've never had so many compliments. This is called the Sky-Fi palette, and this was the shade right here that you all loved. It to me is like a peony kind of shade, but so beautiful, and this one here is another winner. But this palette, it's just a new standard. I don't talk about this brand very much, but it is my standard for lip gloss, and that's Buxom. Buxom has such beautiful plumping glosses. They don't really burn your lips like some of these do. They're just slightly warm. You don't get pop rocks on your lips. I think they have incredible shades. And several years ago, the shade White Russian was so popular. It seemed like every video that I would watch from somebody, they would be topping their lipstick or wearing it alone. So that was a really popular color. This shade is Sophia, and I think it's so beautiful. But I've bought a lot of Buxom products over the years as far as their glosses and lipsticks, and I've never been disappointed. But their gloss really, for me, set a standard of how gloss should look. Well, from the drugstore, there are so many good glosses. I rarely buy any gloss at Sephora or anywhere high-end because there are amazing options. But I went with one we don't hear much about, and that's Revlon. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Gloss. This is the shade Rosy Future. Now, this is supposed to be very close to Fenty, and I have done comparison videos, and the shade was very close to one of the most popular shades from Fenty. But this is a little thinner, and I love the way it feels on my lips, and again, it's so much more affordable. So when I think of gloss that's not sticky, looks expensive, feels good on the lips, doesn't burn my lips, I think of Revlon. I have a couple of lipsticks that are high-end I really like. I've talked about by Mario before. His Bronx Baby shade was a real favorite of mine, but I have to say it's Merit. Merit lipstick is one of the first ones I ever used where they had a combination sort of like of a satin and matte look to them, and they actually look good on my lips. So it was almost a whole different finish than I had ever used, and I just fell in love. This is my favorite shade, Sunday. I love how this looks. It's such a beautiful pink. I think it's really gorgeous with so many things. I can wear this shade with almost anything that I wear. I like to match my lipstick to go with my clothing, and this seems to just match so many things, and I love the packaging. To me, it's very 70s, like that lucite look to it. So this is one that I really love and like to carry in my purse, and it set the standard. I thought I don't have to always use creamy, shiny lipsticks, that I could have something a little more matte and it would still look nice. The sister product that I love is Revlon. I have so many shades of Revlon lipstick. I think they're so hard to beat. This is the shade Pink in the Afternoon, number 415. And you know, when I looked at it, it looked almost like a sister shade to the one from Merit. It's a little lighter, it's a little more shimmery, not quite as matte, but it would be in the same sort of color family. These lipsticks last a long time on my lips. I like the way Revlon lipsticks wear off as time goes on too. It just looks like your lips are hydrated and maybe a little less color, but I'm never disappointed with any Revlon lipstick that I've ever purchased. So they are definitely a high standard for others to live up to. Let's talk about lip liner. I usually wear lip liner every day as a base for lipstick so that it lasts a lot longer. And I would have to say that for the high end, the one that I judge everything, whether it's high end or not, on is Charlotte Tilbury's lip liner. I like how long they last. They're very long lasting. This is her Lip Cheat lip liner and it's in the shade Pillow Talk. I need to get a new one. I've had this for a while, so I think it didn't blend as easily as it typically would, gliding on the lips. But these really last. The color is so pigmented. I just think they're fantastic. I've tried a lot of high-end lip liners and usually I could find something just as great at the drugstore. I've talked a lot about the Maybelline lifter liners, which is probably what most of you would think I would share today because I do love them. I think I have every shade they've made, but I'm going to go with Wet n Wild. This product's been out a while. It's the Wet n Wild gel lip liners and they're waterproof. Amazing. The shades are amazing. This one that I'm wearing today is Lay Down the Mauves. It's just set a new standard for drugstore. These are so affordable. They glide on the lips. They last a long time. They're beautiful. They look pretty on the lips. I've gotten compliments when I've just been wearing this lip liner alone, no gloss, no nothing over it. So it really is a beautiful liner. So I say Charlotte does an amazing job, but so does Wet n Wild. I hope that you saw today that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a beautiful look. There are incredible affordable products out there. Everything's linked beneath the video. Thank you for shopping those links and supporting my channel. If you didn't see the other video on face products, make sure to watch that because I have some great products that I'm sharing with you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like before you leave. I appreciate and love you all so much. I hope you have a fantastic week and I'll look forward to hearing from you in the comments.